my YouTube channel. If you're a regular, welcome back to yet another episode. If you're new here, kindly hit the subscribe button. Sorry, and join the family. So today, this is something I tried doing on my Instagram page, and then it felt like you guys did not understand what I was trying to ask you guys. So the game was my first time question tag. Like, you guys were supposed to tell me, to ask me questions about the first time I've done things, and it did not quite go well, if I may say. But anyway, I googled some questions and decided that I was going to do this. So I've written some of the questions on my notebook. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, I have a notebook, so I've written the questions here. So my first question is the first time I ever traveled. Depending on whether traveling in Kenya, outside the country. I've never traveled outside the country, but I've traveled within the country. I've traveled so many times, like it's uncountable. So with that one, I don't really even remember the first time I ever traveled. First time I was on a plane was when I was going to Mombasa. Yeah, my friend booked me a ticket to Mombasa, and it was first class. It was one of those random trips. Like, you told, hi, where are you, what are you doing this weekend? I'm just like, nothing. And then they were like, you know what, I've booked your plane, we're going to go to Coast. And it was such an amazing experience. I thank God for having such a friend in my life. It was amazing, if I may say. So the first time I got a tattoo, the first time I got a tattoo was when I was in high school. I got my first tattoo in Form 2. Yeah, it was in Form 2. That was when I got my first tattoo, and it was such a big deal. It was honestly such a big deal, and people in school were just like, oh my god, you've gotten a tattoo, to such things. So that is how it happened. I was just like, and I feel like no one actually told me to get a tattoo. I was just like, I actually want to get a tattoo. And yeah, I actually got a tattoo. So yeah, first time I got a kiss. The first time I got a kiss was in high school. Yeah. No. Actually, yeah, a kiss was in high school. In Form 1. When I was in Form 1, I had just joined Form 1. So after the holidays, I had this crush, if I may say. Yeah, okay, kuna kwangana place in it or base. So that time there was this group of boys who were chilling at some place. So that place is called base. So I had a crush on this guy, and then he was like my boyfriend. But we had a thing going on. So that day, it was at night, so so he told me to go and see him, and then I went and saw him, and then I went and saw him, and then we kissed, and I held that moment for such a long period. Like, it was such a special moment for me. But ilikuwa such a special moment for me for such a long period of time, because I had never done it, and it was just like, oh my god, I've done it. Like, what? This is, I mean, if I feel like if I was taken back, I'll still do the same thing, because he was such a cutie. Let's start there. So yeah, first time I bought a makeup product. I guess that will be after. That will be even in high school. When I joined high school, I feel like that was the time I bought my first makeup product was eye pencil, and I used to apply it every time. Lip gloss and eye pencil. Actually, no. The first product I ever bought was lip gloss, and that was in primary. I think I was in class 6, and I feel like that was the time I started liking such things. So I'd buy, like, nilikuwa interested in a lip gloss for such a long time. Like, nilikuwa na buy different types of lip gloss, different flavors. Hizo lip balms zile za 50 bob. Yeah, those were the makeup products I started buying, like the first time I actually started applying makeup. So the other thing was my first clubbing, the first time I ever clubbed. Actually sikumbuki, let's just be honest. I genuinely do not know the first time I went for clubbing. But clubbing, I feel like it's in high school, but I'm not sure. But somewhere in between, I'm not quite sure. I can't remember the first time I went to club. But yeah, the first time I ever got a heartbreak was after I cleared high school, and it was such a disaster for me. I cried so much. It took a whole toll on me. I literally experienced the worst first heartbreak. Like, that was such a bad heartbreak, because I remember there's this time I was going home. I cried, nililia kwa matatu, like I literally cried. And then I got home, I cried. Like, I cried to a point whereby my mom was asking me, like, why are you crying? And I was like, I'm crying because of that was so embarrassing. It was so painful. I literally do not want to feel it again. But I feel like the more I grow, the more the heartbreak becomes more painful. I don't know why, but that is how I feel. I feel like the more I'm experiencing it, like the more I grow, the more the heartbreaks become more painful. Let's just say that. The first time I got drunk was in high school. No, in primary. It was Man of Black Ice. That was the first drink I actually drank, and I drank one full bottle na nililewa ile kabisa nilikuwa gone. That was in primary, I think class 6 or 7, I'm not sure, but yeah, in between there. First time I got cheated on, that was literally the first time. Nilikuwa, let me tell you guys a story. So I used to date this guy, let's call him X. So X was in the high school I was in. Like, I feel like the first time I started dating was literally after high school, because in high school I feel like it wasn't like as serious as it was. Okay, yeah, I was dating, but the first time I actually dated was after high school. So the first time I actually got cheated on was in primary. I feel like I've experienced 2 cheatings. Like, I want to group them as first times, but the first time I actually got cheated on was in primary. And this guy is actually a friend of mine. Like, nilikuwa class. I was so small. I was so small. So this guy was my boyfriend at the time. Like, he's the first person who ever asked me, like, to be their girlfriend. So X was my boyfriend, yeah. So my boyfriend was literally, I used to have a best friend that time. So X was friends, like tulikuwa friends si wote. So Mimi, that time, like at that time my mom was so strict with me. I never used to like get out as often. Like na nikitoka nimetoka, like nimetoka. So my mom was so strict, sikuwa natoka as often. So X and my best friend, they started getting cozy. The question is my first cooking experience. Wow. My first cooking experience was in primary. Yeah, in primary. I remember I was so hungry and I told my mom, like, I wanted to cook rice. So I went and cooked rice. Guys, nilipika mchele ime. Like, haijaiva. It was so uncooked. That was the first time I cooked. And my mom made me eat that rice. Because she was like, just wait, I'm going to cook. And kiherehere yangu ikanipeleka hapo nikapika mchele yo. It was a disaster. My first broken bone. So in high school, not in high school. So in primary, I used to be such a playful girl. Like, nikonadi alama. So there's this time when it's home time. So my primary school, it was buildings. So there's this time, it was home time. So we were playing with a friend yes, we were playing with this boy. So we were playing, I don't know if you guys know that game, but ile ya kuruka stairs, like you jump 3 stairs and then you get to the 4th one and then jump. So I did that. So I tried showing people that I can jump like from up to down, like from one flight of stairs. I twisted my ankle and it became so swollen. My parents had to come for me. I could not walk. It was so painful. I never want to experience such type of pain again. Sitaki ever to. I don't want to ever experience such type of pain. The other question was the first time I ever slept out. But then the first time I ever slept out was in high school. I went to my friend's place. It was so wholesome, I remember. And I remember I never told my mom that I was going to sleep out. I just told my mom I was going to see my friend, and we ended up telling her, it's late, let her just sleep. Such kind of nonsense. My first celebrity crush. I feel like my first celebrity crush was Zac Efron. Zac Efron used to be. My first celebrity crush was Zac Efron. I was so obsessed with him. I used to feel like he was. It was Zac and Chad from High School Musical, and they looked so nice. Oof. And they looked so nice. Oof. My first friend in college. I literally don't remember my first friend in college. I do not remember. My first ever boyfriend was my first ever boyfriend alikuwa anaitwa what? I don't know why I have to say this on screen, but alikuwa anaitwa Small. And I feel like I can never mtaja because he's a very, like, we've grown up together and he's a very good friend of mine and we respect each other a lot. That is why I feel like hakuna any big issue with saying his name. But yeah, alikuwa anaitwa Eric, aka Small. My first ever piercing, and when did I get it? My first ever piercing was, aside from this ones which I got from like at a young age, like my mom is the one who got them for me. My first ever piercing was but my first ever piercing that I went to get on my own was my belly piercing. It was in Form 1, Form 2 first term. I don't remember. Yeah, Form 2. My first time on a ship. I've never been on a ship, so I don't know. My first time on a train it was SGR actually. That was the first time I ever got on if I recall very well, on a train, and I liked every moment of it because it was my birthday month. We were going to celebrate my birthday, and I enjoyed everything about it. First ever concert I ever attended, that has to be Color Splash. No, it was Aquafest. Yeah, it was Aquafest. Na bado it was ni kama Color Fest, but it was in Aga Khan. I don't actually remember, but the first ever concert I may say, or event I went to was Color Fest. No, Aquafest. First time I ever got a phone was in primary. I think class 6 or 5. I'm not sure. My first time getting a full face beat was in after school. I was doing, it was that those times, like after high school, you've cleared high school, so you have to do your computer packages. So when I was doing my computer packages, there's a friend of mine who was like, hi, she was doing the makeup course, so she wanted to do makeup on me, and I went, and I think I liked every bit of it because I looked so beautiful. I also feel like that was the time I actually felt like I wanted to learn how to do my makeup on my own, and that is how I learned how to do my makeup, like how I started getting interested in how to do my own makeup. The other question is my first ever date. That has to be in high school. I think that's it for today. I don't know how long this video will be or how short it is. Every moment of this video, I enjoyed talking to you guys and giving you my mini stories. I loved every moment of it. So if you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, hit the like button if you've enjoyed this video, like, comment and share. Bye.